Hey guys, welcome to day 3 of Vlogmas. Today started out way better because I did actually get started on my read through of my current draft, so I am proud of myself for doing that. There's good news and bad news, because the good news is that I started and I'm on that path towards getting that done and, you know, getting my book polished up. But the bad news is, I don't know, reading through the beginning, I just feel a little bit like disconnected from my characters, and I'm not sure if it's just because I haven't been working on it for a while, but I mean, I think it's a good thing to catch that, because, you know, a reader's not going to be connected with my characters from the very beginning. So it's good to see that there's kind of a disconnect happening in the beginning. So I am, you know, finding issues that need to be fixed, which is really good. It's kind of scary at the same time, because I'm like, I hope that this resolves, you know, soon as I'm reading through it. I hope this doesn't, you know, go on for too long, because I'm just seeing all the work that needs to be done, and it's just a scary thing, you know, because I definitely don't want to have to rewrite the entire thing and get stuck in that, you know, constant phase of revision. So, yeah, I'm just really nervous about all the work that needs to be done at this point, and also, I think just psyching myself out a little bit as far as, you know, being able to identify how to solve my concerns at this point, you know, and my primary concern. And of course, I only read through the first couple of chapters, but you know, those are arguably the most important part of a novel, because that's when your reader decides if they're going to keep reading or not, you know. So and it could just be I'm being too hard on myself, but I don't know, I doubt it. I feel like readers are way, you know, more harsh on stories than, you know, an author is on their baby. So I think it's good to know that I'm having a little bit of a disconnect in the beginning, and know that, you know, I need to fix that and come up with a resolution for that. So, and hopefully I'll start to feel a little bit better about it as I continue reading. I know that when I was writing this last draft, I did hit a point where I was very excited about the direction it was going in, and about the way the characters were interacting and the way that the plot was developing. So I'm hoping that I'm gonna hit that point as I'm reading through it soon. But yeah, has anyone else done a read through of their work, and just from the very beginning you start to feel like, oh boy, like this is going to be harder than I thought, you know? And it's funny, because this is my second revision on this. Granted, my first revision was, okay, so like my first draft was a hot mess because I didn't have an outline, and I was just like, I'm just going to power through this. So my second draft was really, it should have been my first draft, you know, because I developed an outline and then I wrote it. But now I'm doing my read through on what should have been my first draft. Does that make sense? Hopefully it does. I just don't want to sound like, really, even after your second draft, it's still a mess. No, it's not a mess. It's just some things that I'm like, ugh, like I was hoping that it would be in a more complete state at this point in time, and it's just not. So I was just curious if anyone else has had a read through of their work and kind of had the same issues, where they're just feeling disconnected from the characters and their issues, and just feeling like, I don't know how to explain it, just like, I don't know, you're treading through mud or something. But I just feel like sometimes you have to have days where you just completely doubt yourself, you completely doubt everything, and then it just makes those days where you feel positive about your work, it just makes them even better, because it's not like everything's sunshine and roses, you know. Some days you question everything, and you know, or you learn lessons and you learn areas where you're not super strong, and then, you know, you work through those, and then it just makes it better. It makes it more rewarding, you know, when you work through all those things. So I'm hoping to get to that place soon, because yeah, I don't like feeling really crappy about my writing. It's not a fun feeling, and I think a lot of people can probably relate. I've been looking for a pair of really warm pants for winter because we take Sadie out on walks and the weather has been like, the wind has been icy cold. Like it just literally cuts through your pants. And I didn't have any good ones for, yeah, just like those really cold days. So we went to Academy and I found Nike has these, they're called Therma training pants. Here, I'll show you what it says on the tag. So Therma, and it says that it helps what does it say? Manage your body's natural heat to keep you warm. And so I got the standard fit. They have, they're like tapered down at the leg. They have a loose fit one, but they were just way too long. I don't really like the super long baggy pants because then I always end up stepping on them and then making them, I mean, I just like wear them down way faster when I'm like stepping on them because they're too long. You know what I mean? And then I also found, my husband found these at Academy also, and they're these Bluetooth headphones, but they're the ones that wrap around your ear. These are my favorite. I don't know, I guess I have like weird shaped ears or something like that, but a lot of times like the earbuds fall right out of my ears, like they won't stay in, but these are perfect because they'll like wrap around and they're Bluetooth, so I thought that was really awesome. So one of the things that my husband and I have been thinking about getting is called a Ninja Foodie, and I guess it's like a pressure cooker and a air fryer in one. And so it pretty much, I don't know, but like from what I've seen, it pretty much makes almost anything you can think of. Like I have been dying to make veggie chips. Like that is all I've been wanting to make. And we even bought a dehydrator and I tried to make veggie chips with zucchini and they turned out terrible. Like they were not, you know, like the chips that you get at, you know, maybe like Whole Foods or just, you know, wherever, and you get like the tin of veggie chips. That's what I was wanting. And so I thought I needed to buy a dehydrator to make them. And so we did, and that didn't work out. But then now people are saying like you need an air fryer. So I'm like, okay, or like a fryer, you know, but I was thinking an air fryer because it'll be like healthier. So I'm hoping that by getting the Ninja Foodie, we can like, because I like things that serve multiple purposes, because I just feel like our kitchen always ends up cluttered with all these different gadgets and then we don't have, you know, room for everything. Oh, and this thing is also, I think you're supposed to be able to make the same kind of slow cooker meals in it as well. But it's just faster because it's like a pressure cooker. So I'm hoping that multiple things that we already have we can replace with this, and that, you know, it'll just like take up less space, but we'll be able to make a bunch of things. So we shall see. We might be picking that up tomorrow. So yeah, I'll have to update everybody and let you know how that goes and if we like it. So yeah, I think that's all for today. I am really exhausted, so I think I'm gonna go to bed, but thank you so much for watching Vlogmas Day 3, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye!